Boys, today we have another rankings video. You guys have been really enjoying this series and you've been blowing it up, so I'm going to keep on doing these. We're probably going to do about 1 or 2 of these a week, but today we're going to be talking about the best cheap cards that you can get in Diamond Dynasty. Now, before we get into this video, before we get into these honorable mentions, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as well as turn on post notifications. Let's get right into the video. So first off, we're going to start with our honorable mentions, and our first honorable mention is actually going to be J.A. Happ. Now, J.A. Happ's just a really good card because he's got a sinker and a slider, and he kind of throws under the pitch limit, which is something that I really enjoy out of some of these budget beast pitchers. If you're looking for a guy who's pretty good, I haven't used him yet, but I know that he's pretty good because I faced him a couple of times, and I actually kind of played really well against him whenever I faced him. But he's a good pitcher, good pitch mix, and he's got a lot of things that you guys would want in a starting pitcher. Again, he's not going to be someone who's going to be an absolute stud, but he's someone who can definitely get the job done, can be a 4 or 5 starter for you, and I really like this J.A. Happ card. The next card that is in my honorable mention is actually a card that I like a little bit better, and it's actually going to be Nathan Eovaldi. Nathan Eovaldi, the reason I like him more is because he throws harder and he has that disgusting cutter. But Nathan Eovaldi is a great pitcher. He's got a really good pitch mix. The big thing that I like about Nathan Eovaldi compared to a lot of other guys that are more budget guys is that he has a really good pitch differential. So if you look at his pitch speeds, he's got a 100-mile-an-hour heater, 93-mile-an-hour cutter. I know you can't see it, but he's got down to a 79-mile-an-hour curveball, and his splitter is about 88. So it's a good pitch differential. Nothing that he has is the same pitch. With 5 pitches, you got pretty decent per 9s. They could be a little bit better. But Nathan Eovaldi is another pitcher that's really good that is kind of slept on a little bit. And the next guy we're going to go over is going to be Mark Canha. Now, Mark Canha, I wanted to put him in the list, but I simply didn't do it. He was really good for me, 769 batting average. The guy he did well. The only thing is that he's really bad versus lefties, and he doesn't play the greatest defense, although this is a budget beast. He just didn't make the list. I know a lot of you guys are going to be surprised, but we got some guys on this list that are really, really good. Alright, let's get right into it. At the number 10 spot, we got Brad Miller. Now, Brad Miller, the reason why he's in the 10 spot is look at his stats versus righties. 98, 115 for 6,000 stubs. He can play literally any position you want. You want this guy to be your shortstop? He can be your shortstop with 65 fielding. You can do it. Brad Miller looks like an absolute dog. He's someone that should be on your team, and he's someone that can play literally every single little position. At the number 9 spot today, we got our boy Paul DeJong. Now, Paul DeJong is a pretty good card. The reason why I like Paul DeJong so much the reason I like Paul DeJong so much is because not only is he a really, really good fielder, but he's got big pop versus righties. Good swing. I like him a lot. You're gonna play him at shortstop because shortstop isn't a position necessarily with a lot of amazing players. But Paul DeJong is gonna be a shortstop that's an absolute dog. 84 fielding, you can get him up to 89 with parallel 5. This card is really good for the simple fact that he is a hitting shortstop that plays good defense. You don't really need anything other than gold. He's gonna be good out there. At the number 8 spot today, we have one of the pure best hitters in this whole thing, and it's going to be J.D. Martinez. Now, J.D. Martinez is going for 9,000 stubs right now. Look at the pop versus J.D. Martinez. No, he's not going to play the field really well, but you're not getting J.D. Martinez because he plays the field well. You're getting him because he hits absolute bombs. You need a guy that's going to swing, that has a sweet swing, that could be your 3 or 4 hole as a budget guy. Get this guy for 9,000 stubs. He's going to be an absolute dog. You're not going to regret it. J.D. Martinez is a great card. There's a lot of really good cards in the market right now for cheap. Take advantage of these guys and build a god squad with some of these budget beasts. At the number 7 spot today, we actually have Rhys Hoskins. Now, Rhys Hoskins was a pretty good card. The reason why I like Rhys Hoskins is because of his pop. The reason I'm putting Rhys Hoskins this high on the list is because I think he has a really good swing. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why didn't you put him over JD? Because Rhys Hoskins plays first base. I like this guy a lot. He's a budget first baseman. Definitely check this guy out for the simple reason that he has such a great swing, and he deserved to make the 7th spot because I actually really love this guy. At the number 6 spot today, we have one of my favorite budget beasts that makes my god squad. It's going to be Ryan McMahon. Now, I love McMahon because I put him at second base. He has done great for me. He's hitting 390 for me. I know you can't see it, but he has 21 bombs, about a 1,300 OPS. I got him parallel 4, so you guys know I use this card. This card's great. I want to give him to parallel 5 at some point. He's done absolutely great for me, and so that's why the reason he's so high. But I really like this Ryan McMahon card. He made the number 6 spot for that simple reason. He's just a dog, trust me. He's got one of those sweet swings that you just wouldn't think would be really good. Ryan McMahon makes the 6th spot today. Absolute stud. Number 5 spot today, we got Eddie Murray for right around 12,000 stubs. The reason why Eddie Murray, again, is so high is he is one of the only switch-hitting first basemen in the game. I can't really think of any other switch-hitting first basemen. But Eddie Murray is an absolute dog. You guys are going to want this guy for the simple fact that he just hits really well. He plays above his stats every year. I remember his card last year being really, really good. This veteran Eddie Murray card isn't going to disappoint, and he plays pretty decent defense over there. I swear he was making God plays for me last year. So Eddie Murray, he made the spot. He's going to be the 5 spot today as one of the better first basemen out of the Budget Beast tier list, because I feel like Eddie Murray is just an absolute dog. Plays above his stats. You're going to like this card. You can get it for about 12,000, 10,000 stubs, which I think is a really good price for an 88 overall switch hitting first baseman. At the number 4 spot today, we got someone that had to make the list. It's going to be our boy, the GOAT, Kimberly Janssen. Now, Kimberly Janssen, the reason why he's so good is because of those dang per 9s, and he's throwing cutters, he's throwing sliders, changeups, and he does have something that goes inside, which is a 2-seamer. The reason why everybody loves Kimberly Janssen is because he just has a really good repertoire. It's just amazing. The cutter, the slider, the changeup, the 2-seamer. As far as his quirks, he's not going to have anything crazy like his 99 overall card will have later in the game. But Kimberly Janssen is an amazing bullpen arm. He throws cheddar. He's got that cutter. And he's going to be someone that locates really, really well. I know that he says that his BB per 9 and control are down. But I've used this card. I know that he's really good. And you guys are going to want this guy in your pin for about 13,000 stubs. He can be your closer. He can be your best guy. He's someone who's going to be really good budget beast for your bullpen. At the number 3 spot today, we got Wade Miley. Now, Wade Miley I have really high for the simple fact that I really like this card. The reason I like this card is because he throws so under the speed limit. He's not like another one of those pitchers. He's got good per 9s, good stamina, and he's got a cutter at 86. I know a bunch of you guys are going to be like, why don't you want someone that's throwing 102? Trust me, Wade Miley might be a glitch and a cheat code because he throws so slow. This card's going to be good for a lot of different reasons, but the main reason Wade Miley is going to be so good is because he throws under the speed limit. He's got a 5-pitch mix that all looks completely different. None of his pitches are the same speed. They're all different. I feel like Wade Miley is going to be really, really good at a slept-on card. You guys need to try out Wade as he's going to be an absolute dog. I feel like he's going to be a really good pitcher. Slept on. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, I don't understand how he's so high, but he's so high. At the number 2 spot today, we got someone that you guys are probably oohing and awing that I haven't said yet, and it's going to be Michael Kopeck. Now, I couldn't not put Michael Kopeck on this list for the simple fact that it's Michael Kopeck. If you guys play MLB The Show, you guys know that Michael Kopeck is an absolute stud every single year. He throws 102. Look at his per 9s this year. They're amazing. Definitely the best budget beast pitcher. You can get him for 6,000 stubs or pretty much 5,000 if you get him at a sell now order. The dude is a dog. You know this by now. His slider is disgusting. It's a great pitch differential between heater and off speed. It's just really, really good. I love this guy to death. He's an amazing budget beast that you guys need to pick up. Put him at the number 2 spot. He can literally be your ace for a lot of guys. He's amazing. At the number 1 spot today, you guys are probably not going to be shocked by this, but it's going to be Josh Charlton. Now, Josh Charlton's just so good. I know it's a small sample size, but I am hitting 500 with him. He has one of the sweetest swings in the game, and he is most possibly probably the best third baseman other than Chipper Jones in the game. I'd say he's the second best third baseman in the game right now. Honestly, I would take Josh Donaldson over George Brett. I know that's a little bit of a hot take, but I like this Josh Donaldson card. Make sure you guys get this guy. If this video ended up helping you guys out, make sure to like the video. Make sure to drop a sub as it helps me out an absolute ton. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end, and might be out.